Survival has a new face, and it's drenched in tension, grit, and just enough hope to keep you pushing forward. Now, we've been enjoying ourselves with the newly released early access title Into the Dead Our Darkest Days by PikPok, and oh my goodness, let me tell you something. We are loving every horrifying strategic moment of this game. And it's safe to say that we are hooked on it. So, yeah, let's get on with this. Let's go. Hey, what's up, folks? Silent X here of Confident Gamers, and folks, if you like horror reviews, do us a favor by hitting that like button. Even better, if you want to support the channel, hitting that subscription bell really goes a long way. Make sure that you hit the bell to notify you also when a new video drops. So let's get on with this. Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days is set against the eerie, haunting backdrop of the 1980s Texas. Now, this isn't your typical horror zombie apocalypse game. No. The time period adds a nostalgic grit to the atmosphere, immersing you in a world where there was really no modern tech as a safety net, and you're not just trying to survive the undead, you're trying to deal with the era's limitations also, which just makes every choice and every encounter feel even more meaningful. Now, one of the things that really makes Our Darkest Days stand out is the base building survivor management. As you move from building to building in this 2D side-scrolling world, it's not just about looting for supplies. It's also about the survivors that you come across, and if you even choose to bring them back with you, who you trust to keep watch, and also keeping an eye out for who might not even make it through the night. Every survivor has a role, and managing survivors isn't just limited to keeping them fed. You also are responsible for their mental health, their emotional stability, and roles in your growing group. You have to assign tasks, heal wounds, and really give people time to rest and recover from trauma. That can be the real difference between life and death. Morale can spiral really fast in your group. You have to be on top of that, and a burned out survivor could put the entire group at risk. What's good about your base is that you're not just locked into one location or one base. You are actually able to go out, and if you come across another location, some might be actually available for you to for it to be your new base. All you have to do is clear out the zombies first. Even better, all your upgrades transfer with you to the new location. So that's a definite bonus. Another key aspect for Our Darkest Days is it has to be the stealth mechanics. Sometimes it's actually smarter to sneak past the danger than face it head on. The stealth mechanics in this game, they're tight and they're satisfying. Crouching behind broken down furniture. I love when you can actually peek through the door to see what's on the other side, if there's any danger or anything like that. And silently taking down threats, it brings a tactical tension to every run. But there is always a risk. Zombies here, they aren't dumb or slow, they are deadly. As well as your weapons, those degrade over time. So you might have a favorite pipe or a bat or whatever weapon. Guess what? You're counting on it, but it could actually break in the middle of a fight, and all that does is leave you exposed. Sometimes the best decision is knowing when to fight and when to just run and get the heck out of there. You know what I mean? Now, one bad decision, one wrong move, and you are done. Oh, by the way, your survivors, once they're done, that's it. They're done. It's permanent lights out. And that's where the risk and reward system really hits hard. Every run is a gamble. And the thing is, we love those. We live for those edge of the seat moments where you just barely make it back to the base with all the stuff that you have hauled, all that precious resources. Now, speaking about the resources, the resource gathering is incredibly well balanced here. Scavenging missions are tense and tactical and incredibly rewarding. You'll scour abandoned buildings for food, medicine, tools to reinforce your safe house, as well as weapons. Everything has a value, but every trip outside of the base is a crapshoot. You will quickly learn that nothing is wasted in this world, and managing your inventory becomes its own form of strategy. Luckily, if you find a resource and you can't take it back with you, well, you could leave it because, hey, you can take a risk and actually return to come and get it. Now, underneath it all, Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days tells a deep human story. It's not just about survival. It's about finding light in the darkest corners, about building trust and protecting what's left. Every survivor has a history, and you know what? We are already hooked on discovering their story. The 1980s settings it's rich with atmosphere, from dusty old storefronts to flickering streetlights. The visuals really pull you in. They did a fantastic job with the way this game looks. Add in a strong emotional narrative and, layered survivor backstories, and you've got a game that really balances heart and horror in equal measures. Man, we love games like this, titles that just kind of challenge you and immerse you and keep you up at night thinking about your next move, or why did I do that got so-and-so killed? Oh my goodness. We are so hyped to keep playing this game, as well as knowing that there will be major updates and future contents on the horizon. That right there just increases our hype even 10 times over. Look, if you're into strategic, survival, immersive storytelling, and tight gameplay mechanics, then you might want to look into Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days. You might want to keep that on your radar. Again, huge thanks to PikPok for the game key. We're just getting started, and this journey is already unforgettable. Okay, folks, so that was our review of Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days. The game is currently still in early access. So again, if you enjoyed this review, do us a favor by hitting the like button. If you want to support the channel even further, hitting the subscribe button really helps. Even better, hitting that bell, that notification bell, lets you know of when a new video drops, so you will be right up in front in there. But in the meantime, let us know what you think about Into the Dead, Our Darkest Days. Have you checked out any of the Into the Dead series, the franchise? Is this your first time checking it out? Let us know if you're playing Our Darkest Days and what you think about it. And, let's think of something else. In the comment section, let us know what is the number one thing you must have with you if there was a zombie apocalypse. That should be fun. All right, let's chat it up in the comment section. So, till next time, I am Silent X. We're Competent Gamers. Real gamers keep gaming. Peace. Love y'all. Later.